Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and Eric Knight of the Prescott Times. How are you doing, Eric?
I am doing well. I just realized that I didn't look up what day it was yet.
Just make it up, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what everybody else did.
It's always Taco Tuesday.
There we go, man. Eric states it's Taco Tuesday, everybody, so that's what it's going to be.
No, it's actually, okay. It's National Banana Bread Day.
Oh, shoots. All right, that could work out. Banana bread is good. I like it with chocolate chips, though. For some reason, I think I'm addicted to chocolate.
Yeah, no, I think most people are. I agree with you there, but yeah, there you go.
Make some peanut butter cups, man. Little miniature ones.
Banana bread. Yeah, do it.
I think I'm gonna have to, man. I got a bunch of bananas. I don't even know how to make it, but I'm gonna try. Whatever. I don't got nothing else better to do. Anyways, man, today is a big day because we want to discuss something that is actually really, really hitting our community now. And we knew that it was going to happen. It was going to be at some point in time when people are going to be struggling to go ahead and pay rent. Is that not what's been happening there?
I think that's what's been happening. Yeah, there's been a moratorium, but it sounds like there's more stuff going on.
There is, man. But at the same time, the city of Prescott Valley has definitely stepped up to go ahead and actually help with the local community and people that are struggling to go ahead and pay that rent. And I tell you what, if you're not diligent and you don't pursue this will be something that could possibly make you feel like you're not supposed to be. So anyways, let me go ahead and just tell you.
Before you jump into it, because I know this is important. I know there's a nationwide, what they call rent moratorium, which people are like, who cares about assistance? I don't have to pay my rent. You've got to realize that the moratorium is a hold. It doesn't mean you don't have to pay it. So if you don't pay your rent for 6 months, it doesn't mean that you don't owe it, and the landlord's not going to sue you later for it. So this rent assistance thing is important.
It is, and one of the things that were sent out, from the governor of Arizona, he decided to go ahead and be like, hey guys, this is the opportunity for you. This is for people that are in need. It really more or less the people that hold the mortgage. Now this is for them as much as it is for you. So when they pay this tab, it is supposed to obviously go to the mortgage, and it's supposed to be able to be utilized so they don't go in default and you don't go in default. So it's like a 2-for-1. And it's needed for both parties. I mean, just go ahead and face it. Without a tenant, you don't have anybody to move in, and without money, you don't have any money to go ahead and pay your mortgage. So I feel like they're trying to set it up so it actually helps out both parties. But then again, once again, the lapsed time has to be paid for somewhere down the line.
Yeah, same thing with mortgages. If you don't pay your mortgage, or you do what they call forbearance, it's not like you don't have to pay it. You have to pay that time back. And so these programs, well, everybody's like, all right, I can get out of paying my rent and my mortgage. They're not forgiveness. It's kind of just a pause on time.
It is, and it gives you time in order for you to get back up on your feet. And who knows when we're going to get back up on our feet? I mean, like a lot of people has been talking about some of the local businesses that have been shutting down. Some say, "Oh, I have to shut down," and a lot are saying that even if we opened up tomorrow, Eric, they wouldn't be able to go ahead and handle the amount of people that will be coming in because of the lack of employees, and the employees is what obviously makes any business, and you guys are needed out there. But guess what? If you are sitting at home and getting that paycheck, that's awesome because you need that money in order for you to live in your house. But guess what? When you get back into that workforce, it's going to be one of those moments where you're just like, we asked you to come back and work for us, but you decided not to, and this kind of hurts our feelings, So it's kind of like it's hard to go ahead and play this role like, sit at home, enjoy life, stay away from COVID, or go to work, put up with all this stuff, getting paid minimum wage. Or
good morning, good morning, TC Carpet Care in the chat. They said it's a death sentence if you don't realize you still owe. It is, right? Yeah, a lot of people just thought that they wouldn't owe it, and it's going to come back, and it's still due. So you're right about all this and sitting at home, and then also the supply, San Martin. If you're a restaurant and you order so much food every month, and then all of a sudden you double it because you're back to full. Not only do you not have the people to prepare the food, but you can't just turn up a supply chain like that overnight. I mean, it's just not possible. I mean, it is just not. If you've ever been in that kind of business.
Yeah, they were saying that it was going to be hard to get a couple of things, but that's why it's good to have several distributors that could possibly make it work. I mean, everybody felt it a little bit because of the storm that went through Texas and in the East Coast or Midwest. So everybody's felt that. Even the vaccines have felt that impact of just the weather stopping the city for a week. That's all it took, and then now it's like it's a repetitious thing that's going to keep on going until you actually fix it or figure it out. But anyways, man, this is something that needs to be done. Let me go ahead and tell you what the city of Prescott Valley put out. And then the one of the headlines is keeping renters safe in their homes. So in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, the Federal Consolidated Appropriations Act 2021 authorized financial rent and utility relief for Arizona renters and landlords to be administered at the state and local levels. Beginning on Tuesday, February 23rd, 2021, which is today, renters and landlords in the 12 Arizona counties listed below will be able to apply for this Emergency Rental Assistance Program, ERAP. Using the online ERAP portal, applications will be accepted through the program expiration on December 31st, 2021, or until funding is exhausted. And I don't know how much funding there was for this, but I'm pretty sure we'll find out. The eligibility for this rental assistance is available to both landlords and renters. While both may apply for assistance, eligibility is based on the renter's address and the ability to meet the following federal criteria. The renter has a risk of homelessness, housing instability, or unsafe living conditions demonstrated by the following: eviction notice, utility shutoff notice, past due rent notice, past due utility notice, and any other evidence of unsafe or unhealthy living conditions or housing instability. The renters or members of the renter's household is eligible for unemployment insurance benefits or has experienced a financial hardship as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. The renter's household becomes income is less than or equal to 80% of the area median income. Now, the crazy part about most of this, Eric, is that a lot of people are not meeting any of these, and it's sad because we don't know exactly what's happening. Assistance priority will be given to renters with household incomes under 50% AMI and to those who have been unemployed 90 days or longer. How to apply? Applicants are encouraged to apply safely and conveniently from their own homes using the ERAP online portal, which we'll go ahead and put that link up, which will be available February 23rd. Applicants unable to apply online may apply by phone using the ERAP hotline or by submitting a paper application to any DS local office across the state. During their application, renters will need to provide a copy of lease rental agreement, photo ID, electricity and or gas bill, disconnection notice, if any, proof of income, eviction notice, if applicable, and proof of hardship, such as a termination letter. How much eligible applicants expect to receive in assistance? DES will authorize an eligible household's needs up to $3,500 per month for combined rent and utility assistance. That's big. Errors balances dating back to March 2020 will be given priority. Future assistance will be authorized in 3-month increments. Assistance is available for a maximum of 15 months. One-time assistance of up to $500 is available to landlords for court and attorney-related costs associated with each housing unit or renter. How will funds be dispersed? Assistance payments will be issued via ACH transfer to the landlord or utility service provider. Utility assistance will be dispersed in the same manner. Appeals. Applicants can appeal adverse actions by submitting the ERAP appeal form or written request within 60 calendar days from the date of the decision or adverse action. More information regarding this process is available on the, I'm just going to call it ERAP online portal. Fraud safeguards. And there's going to be a little bit more stuff on there, but you can go ahead and find that story on the Prescott Times right now in order for you guys to go ahead and get that information. And once again, guys, this is huge.
Well,
This
and
is big.
you said Prescott Valley put that out, but this isn't just Prescott Valley. It applies for even people in County Islands and Prescott and Chino, right?
Exactly. So this is a pretty big scenario for anybody that's in need. I mean, even the landlords. So I just want to give everybody the opportunity, because today is the day. I'm going to go ahead and send you guys that link to the Prescott Times uh, press release, so you guys can go ahead and get that information as soon as possible, guys. I mean, this is a pretty big too. It's a big scenario for everybody. It could get everybody in line with what's going on. As far as where are we at, man? I thought we live. Okay, sorry. For some reason, I don't see me live on here.
Live anyway, but put the link in the chat.
Yeah, we'll put the link on the chat, guys. But once again, it's a big deal, and everybody should actually have or be ready to go ahead and use this if need. So here we go.
I can't imagine it's going to go very far. So is it just coming out today?
Yes.
All right. So if you don't get it, I would put money on that. If you don't get it today, if you don't apply and go through the process today, there's going to be a long list of people trying to get it. So get on it today if you need the rental assistance.
Yeah, you know, man, I feel so bad that all this stuff is actually happening in our local community. But you know what? There is things that are set up. So if you're diligent and you have the ability to go ahead and you have access to a computer, or you can go ahead and call, man, get on that line and start checking it out. So it's not just like excuse me, like Eric said, it's not just Prescott, it's all of Arizona. And the governor is definitely trying to do all these things to keep everybody in their homes and to keep everybody from going into default. But once again, man, this is like TC said, it's a hidden death sentence if you don't realize you still owe. And some things are being exhausted as far as some things, but you guys got to be ready for all of it. I think that I just put out a press release right now talking about how House approves allowing Arizona Community College to offer 4 years. So they're changing a lot of things to make it easier to go ahead and make your life better. But at the same time, you got to be diligent. You got to still go out there and try to make things work. I mean, just don't give up, because that's not how it works. So, Eric, besides this, I mean, there is a lot of help out there. We'll keep on trying to post this stuff. So please be online and trying to find these things. If you guys know that anybody is in need, share our links and we'll go ahead and try to help them, or even message us. I will give you the link as soon as we go ahead and put that up, because ultimately we're here to help you guys, and that's a big deal. So as of yesterday, today is actually the day that every flag in Arizona will be ordered to be half staff. And I guess it's just it's all for the deaths of COVID. And a lot of people are kind of really sad. A lot of people are still in the unknown. A lot of people are just like, what's really going on? I don't understand, So it's a somber day to go ahead and figure this out. It was almost a year before, I think in March, Eric, is when we first started this morning podcast. So we're getting on to our what do they call that? Anniversary.
Yeah.
We were getting onto an anniversary of when we first all had to stop, and it was supposed to only be lasting for 14 days. And once again, here we are a whole freaking 365 days later, trying to figure out what is really going on with our lives. It's kind of one of those moments where
nobody's saying the new normal anymore.
I know. I think it's a taboo word.
It's normal now.
Yeah, it's a taboo that we don't want to talk about, but it is what it is. So, anyways, if you have a question on why that flags are half staff, Governor Ducey half staff decided to go ahead and put that up there for it. So, Eric, check this out. There was this crazy story that went out yesterday. And I tell you what, man, I mean, don't get me wrong. When it comes down to stories, it's just like, all right, that's cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. the whole COVID scenario, the whole year of 2020 was completely freaking insane. But it's still, it doesn't seem like something. Things don't seem to amaze me, but this story is out of control. I mean, okay, so it's basically the headline on this on the Prescott Times. It says domestic violence call leads to felony arrest. Okay, the headline does not actually give you what really went down, but when you get into this story, it is insane. And
Okay.
I'm obviously going to go ahead and give you a snippet because I want you to go to the Prescott Times to go ahead and check out this story. So let's just go ahead and move it back just a little bit. We're on Tuesday, but on Sunday, February 21st at 5:32 p.m. This is midday, guys. Midday in the day. And this is scary. Prescott Valley Police responded to the 1000 block of North Rusty Nail Drive due to physical domestic violence incident in progress. Upon scene, officers learned that the suspect, 22-year-old Caleb Rose of Prescott Valley, Rose was still in the residence with the two victims. Officers learned Rose had assaulted a family member, causing injuries, and threatened the family member with a gun. The victims were able to escape with the assistance of dispatchers at the Prescott Regional Communication Centers, PRCC, and officers on scene. So this is where it gets crazy, guys. Officers surround the residence and announces to Rose, exit the house. Rose ignored the officers and commands, at which time he ignited a homemade bomb in the garage. Like, who does that? Obviously, this guy does. And then Rose attempted to escape by backing his mother's vehicle through the garage door and then fleeing the location at a high rate of speed. Okay, so now this guy is like literally like, I don't give a care in the world who I hurt, what's going down. He obviously is not going to listen to the police. And the police is like, hey, bro, calm down, or this is not going to end well. And just like everybody that doesn't like to listen, you're going to have to be sat down somewhere down the line, especially if you're injuring or endangering people's lives. That's what police officers do. And if you think the police officers use brutality force to go ahead and stop you because of this, you're probably right. Unfortunately, if you don't listen to the commands the first time, they're going to have to keep on going. And luckily, guys, they didn't have to end this by deadly force. After everything that this guy has done, he drove the car erratically, drove all the way down, and he got closer to like Black Canyon City from Prescott Valley. Okay, and then he runs into a freaking wall, and then all of a sudden he gets out of the car like, what do you guys want? And then all of a sudden, the officer's like, well, I ain't going to do this, but you know what? K9 is going to definitely do this. And so they ended up taking the man down with the K9, and then they basically arrested him. And his mugshot.
So did Prescott Valley PD follow him all the way down to Black Canyon?
I think that the officers were. I think that there was a few agencies that were a part of it. I think they could go ahead and give us that information if need be, but I'm pretty sure Yavapai County Health Department, Yavapai County Sheriff's Department, and also Prescott Valley Police Department were all involved in this.
Wow, it's like you say, it sounds like a movie.
Yeah, man. And if you look at this guy's mugshot, he looks upset. He looks upset of life, man. And anyways, man, go back and read the rest of the story. You guys, you can find it right now on the PrescottTimes.com. Oh my gosh, man. It's intense, man. It's intense to see these stories come out, and you're just like, what is really going on here?
Wow.
Okay, so let's get out of that real quick, Eric, because guess what? We ended up starting it. We talked about it yesterday, and if you guys didn't see the new post this morning, well, guess what? You got to go and find it. But we ended up putting up the new event that's going to be starting on March 9th, Tuesday afternoon. We got the Wine Chronicles.
Do you know who the first guest is going to be yet?
The first guest is going to be Shaw. She is the owner of Back Alley Wine Bar. She's going to be the host of the Wine Chronicles, and we're going to go ahead and sit down with her. We're going to try out some of the new wines that she has in her place at the Back Alley Wine Bar, and we're going to go ahead and just chat about what her days are like and what she has planned for the future. And yeah, we're going to get to know the Back Alley Wine Bar owner. And then eventually after that, we're going to go ahead and start having, local guests. Eric, you're going to be one of them. I know you will be. And we're going to sit down and we're going to, actually bring Haley because she likes wine. And I think that would be a good thing. So we end up bringing, local business owners, local people just in general, and just come in and sit down and have a conversation and drink some wine. I think that's the best thing that we could possibly do for anybody in our
I think you're onto something. You have the mayors on there and, the different groups of city officials. I think that's a great place to do it.
Yeah, and it's going to be beautiful. I think it's going to be amazing. But before that ends up happening, Eric, we've been conducting and wanting to conduct local business mixers. So all you business owners that actually watch our show or even are on right now, on March 3rd, we're going to have a business mixer over at Los Pinos. There's going to be obviously first drinks on us, and then some hors d'oeuvres or some finger foods. I mean, whatever is suitable for that. We had one over at the Desert Rose retreat in Los Pinos catered that, and it was amazing. It was amazing. I really appreciate the foods that you can come up with just in a quick amount of time, and it was great. It was like the little chimichangas, man. Those are amazing. Little bite-sized ones, like that big.
Nice. That's what they're going to make at Los Pinos.
I don't know. I was just reminiscing about that whole thing. But that mixer is going to be at 5:30 p.m. on Wednesday night. And you know what? We're actually trying to create something bigger on Tuesdays. It just seems like Tuesdays is going to be that hot spot on the day where we have the 12 o'clock. We have the 12 o'clock wine tasting, wine chronicles, and then I'm thinking about Tuesday night doing free taco bar over at Los Pinos.
Taco Tuesday. There you go.
Just to go ahead and have a community event and say thank you to our people that are watching us and following us on Prescott Times. Come out and tacos will be on me, and you guys can go ahead and sit down and let's just chat.
Well, and I'm hoping you go live during the business mixer, and so you can show everybody, because there's a good turnout for these business mixers, and you need to go live so everybody can see what they're missing.
Well, one of the things that we have to obviously watch is people like to go ahead and have this fun time by just saying, "Where's your mask?" and I don't even know how to respond to all y'all if you guys got an issue with me standing next to people. I mean, technically, I don't have an issue standing next to the people, so why does it bother you? And I hate to say this, but guys, I really honestly, I'm not trying to be that person that's out there trying to be like, I'm sorry, I don't care about nobody. But everybody that I go around all feel the same way. So that's why it's okay for me to go ahead and sit next to people without no mask, because we're all okay with sitting next to each other without no mask. So anyways, it's kind of hard to go live on some of these videos because I don't want people to get shunned, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to use their business. They were out there not wearing masks, that's
a tough place. I know you were dealing with that earlier.
I hate to say all that, but at the same time, it's real and it's relevant here locally in Prescott, Arizona, which is really sad because we're supposed to be a really close knit community, and I really believe that we still have that. But some of these people need to kind of slow down, man. Like right now, I'm surprised people don't say online right now, like, "Hey, where's your mask at?" I'm like, for what? Sorry. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of Arizona history. All right, guys. All right. Arizona history. If you go to my the Prescott Times page on Facebook, we ended up publishing a story that came from Arizona history page, and it was amazing to look at this. I got to show you guys this picture if I could, or if I mean maybe later on down the way.
You should be able to share. There's a share button for you.
Yeah, I shared it. I can't share it on this one, but I shared it on the Facebook page. But if you guys look at it, dude, it's like let me go ahead and just tell you the story real quick. Let me see what the headline was on the story. Okay, so Prescottonians were agog. I don't know what agog means. We'll go ahead and figure it out real quick. October 3rd, 1918, when a trainload of World War I trophies and relics steamed into town at lunchtime that brisk, breezy Thursday, hundreds of townsfolk dressed in the Sunday best crowded cheek to jowl to gawk at the cannons, mines, machine guns, helmets, rifles, and throat-slitting razors. Wow, that sounds like fun. Let's go ahead and go down to the train depot and check this out. Meanwhile, combat wounded veterans implored the crowd to buy more bonds. The war trophy trains were tried and true way to turning the masquerade into money. After the train pulled out of Prescott, it stopped for 20 minutes at the Fort Whipple barrack. Let me see. Crowd by more bonds in the barrack. I forget. I just lost my. Oh, barracks. The new report, Libby said, through the courtesy of General Manager and W.A. Drake of the SFP&P Railroad, the train was allowed to stop for about 20 minutes for Fort Whipple while the invalid soldiers were given an opportunity to inspect the display of relics and mingle with the boys who had come from over there, quote unquote. So yeah, go check that out.
Pictures. I'm on the Facebook page, and those pictures. Wow, all those people down there at the train stations. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then in the background it has the picture of Thumb Butte in the background. It's so awesome.
Yeah,
I mean,
they got the American flags up in the background on the train. It's a really cool group of photos.
I don't know if you guys actually look at this picture, it looks like HD. I don't know exactly how they got this picture, but man, it's amazing. And it's crazy because they have like a lot of flags up there. It looks like they even have a Japanese flag. I don't know if that's something
interesting for the time period for sure. But yeah, you know, with technology, they can what they call upsample those photographs now, and so you can do some pretty cool things with some of the old photos.
Yeah, this is insane. I mean, this picture's so crisp. I mean, you could count the stars on the freaking the flag. You could actually
saw that. Yeah, no, it's a really good picture, but that's on the Prescott Times Facebook page, not the website.
Yeah. So I could try to get it up on the Facebook page and give everybody credits for that stuff. But anyways, man, there's a lot of cool stuff going on. But
can you believe it's 8:15 already?
I do, Eric. I do. I had a lot of awesome things to talk about, so I'm just like, I keep on talking forever. But this is the reason why we only do it for 30 minutes, because we can only keep the attention of Eric for 30 minutes. And obviously, we got to get back to life-to-life scenarios. And also, it gives you an opportunity to go back to the PrescottTimes.com to go ahead and check out all these stories and all these things that we have going on. If you guys want to see just randomness, go to the Facebook page, and you'll see a lot of randomness on there as well that doesn't get to the Prescott Times page, but eventually it will. Watch, it will. So anyways, with that being said, Eric, what do you have before we get off this?
No, just is today Tuesday yet? It's Tuesday all day long. Taco Tuesday.
It is Taco Tuesday. But until then, we'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 8:45, and we'll be on with some really cool news, which I got to figure that out real quick. But anyways, I'm done. Are you done? I'm done.
Good. Take us out.
All right, man. With that being said, it's peace, love, and happiness. Let it not be war. And remember, love always wins. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.